For alphabets, you're going to notice on the very last page of your sampler book, you are shown 3 sizes of the Claritin font that is built into this machine. So it's on your USB stick. Now, yes, you're like, where's the rest of my fonts? I'm going to tell you that we have done a video on the quick font software that is free for this machine. What that means is you're going to download it from the Husqvarna Viking website, and you will have a little software program that will allow you to make any font you want from the fonts that are in your computer. People don't realize how cool that is, but it is something you want to do and play with. But right now you've got the 3 sizes built in, at least something that you can go and do some names or put a monogram at a date or something for a quote label, all kind of fun to do. But yes, go ahead and check out. You'll be able to do on that little software, you can do applique, you can do a varsity block. There's all sorts of fills that you can do for fonts and any size that you can imagine. It's really kind of cool to play with. Okay, so last thing I did, I had this design on screen. So to get back to our fonts, you need to touch the Stitch menu button. This is the one everybody forgets. So to get out of this, touch the Stitch menu button, and then go ahead and arrow to the left to get out of that folder. We're going to arrow to the left again to get out of the design folder, and that brings us back to the beginning. It's kind of like we went in and now we had to step back out. Arrow down to fonts, touch OK. There are the 3 sizes, Claritin 12 millimeters, 20 millimeters, and 30 millimeters. So let's just for fun do the 20. And then now we have our alphabets. We have capital letters, and if you touch this little function here where the A, lowercase a, and number 1 is, if we touch that, we get lowercase alphabets, and then we touch it again, and we have numbers and punctuation. And a note, this little kind of last symbol, I call it a lazy staple or an upside down staple, that's a space. So if I want to go ahead and do my name, I can go ahead and pick the S and touch OK. Let's do lowercase, so change to lowercase, and then do A, and then arrow down, R and A. Very good. All right, so then when we're ready to stitch, you can go ahead and touch Program. That will bring us into the embroidery screen. Once again, I need to change my hoop. So let's go ahead and go to the hoop setting. I'm going to tell it I have the arrow to the right, the 240 by 150. If you want to keep from having to go do that every time, you need to go into the set menu or the tools and then come down to My Hoops and then set that to 240 by 150, so that's the only hoop that comes up, or set it for any other hoops you have purchased. So I'm going to go ahead and come out of there, and then that will be set up. All right, stitches, 1,400 stitches. Technically, it's going to stop after each letter. Should I wish to change colors, there's a way to set it so I'll just stitch all the letters at once. So four letters are showing. The first letter, just 468 stitches. This is this total size, 21 by 69 millimeters, and then here is where I can move it. I can touch Alt and then bring it up, down. I can stitch it in the top of my hoop. I can mirror, I can mirror image. You might not want it to be mirror image because, well, lettering doesn't really mirror image well, but you sure could. We can also do a little rotation is what I was thinking. The 90-degree rotation, so that's going to twist it on its side, and it'll show you over here. Is that the way you want it to sew? What you see here is going to be what you see on your fabric. So if I go to Alt and do 90, now it's 180 degrees, so upside down, and then 270. Or was the lettering supposed to be that way when stitching? So just, it's nice, the visuals there for you, even though you don't see it on this screen when you're moving it all around. Okay, so when you're ready to start doing lettering, we are going to do a little video on lettering tips for you, so watch that one as well. But right now, you're all set up and ready to embroider.